Hey there, Love Them Knives here, LTK, and thank you for joining me today. We're going to talk about the Benchmade Mini Grip. Yeah, the Mini Griptilian. I just happen to have two of these little dogs so that we can take care of getting a little Benchmade action on the air. It's kind of cool. I got a different camera, as you may be aware, and the mic setup is all different, and I'm gonna review this video and see how horrible the audio is, and it's not gonna be this way for long because I'm gonna change my setup. But as far as the audio mic stuff goes, in any case, let's go forward. I think we're gonna catch enough of my voice to get through this. Okay, Benchmade Mini Grip, yellow, and it's only $84.99. I guess we got that. I got this from my buddy Frank in New York. He sent me a parcel full of knives, and he actually wanted to roll some of his collection over. He's gonna chase a more expensive mid-tech knife. So he says, let me send you some. And so I'm going to mess with them and put them up on my channel because I have never had a Benchmade on my channel. Isn't that horrible? Okay, they come in a pouch, you know, kind of really cool Benchmade pouch in a fitted box, and they're blue class. I mean, they have the black, the gold, the blue, and then they got the hunting series. But this is the smaller Griptilian. This is the mini grip. And gosh, I mean, wow, how many people, this is kind of like rolling down with the people that are all over the paramilitary too for Spyderco. It's just like they're all over that. And when it comes to Benchmade, the mini grip is kind of the deal. If to me, the grip, which is like 3.4 inches, but this is the mini grip, and so this is barely like 3 inches if it's quite that. I think what I saw was like 2.9 something, so it's that 2 7/8 inches, 6 3/4 overall. So yeah, it's not as big a knife as the regular Griptilian. That's why you call it the mini grip. And let's see what we got for millimeters as far as blade thickness. If we can get on there, 2.62, and yeah, 0.10 of an inch. So it's under an 1/8 inch blade thickness, under an 1/8 inch, and 2.5 millimeter thickness. I don't know, handle? Let's see if we can get a handle thing. Let's see if we can get a handle on the handle. 12.5 millimeters, 0.49. I mean, it's really almost that, you know, your normal 1/2 inch thick EDC. These are used, if you haven't noticed. I mean, this one really doesn't look that used. I mean, it feels pretty good. I was kind of wondering when I got these, I said, are these new, mint, used, just carried lightly, whatever? But yeah, this is, of course, Mel Pardue design of the grip and the mini grip. And he's done, you know, different knives for Benchmade as a designer. This is the 154 cm steel, and I don't know if you can pick that up. It's a different camera, so we're gonna get used to this one. 154 cm, yeah. This one looks really in good shape. The yellow handle what's that Velox? Is that what they call that? And it's basically an injected mold, injected resin. Can we say the P word? Plastic handle. And, you know, they recently, I mean, they've come out with a G10 on some of their grip, Tillian, and I don't know. I mean, a lot of people really think this is very durable, and some other people are not liking it. I think they call it Velox or something like that. They have their own name for it. In any case, it's got their axis lock, as our little tag on the back shows. So, I mean, the action is great. It's, you know, it's really, these are so set up right when they come out of the box. And this has got, you know, you got traction on the back here, back of this blade. You got jimping. This is partial serrated. You've got traction here and here and here and here and under here. So you got, I mean, you can get a hold of this one, no problem. It'll stay in your hand. I really like it. I think it's you know, it's a wide enough handle that it's like any other normal EDC knife. It's not actually real slim. There are other, I mean, this one here is a Ganzo, but this one's actually not as wide a handle as this one. It's close, but it's not. And, you know, it's a bigger knife. So that's pretty crazy, huh? But I love the axis lock. I always have. But you know what? I have never owned a mini grip. I've never owned a Griptilian. I've owned a Cybert design, and I can't remember. It was that little stubby knife, and now I can't remember the name of it. And then I've had a Contigo. I've had several Contigo 810s, you know, and those are really cool. Got to get one of those back in my hands. I don't have one in my collection right now. This one is that Cabela's exclusive. It's not a limited edition or anything. It's just you get these at Cabela's, or you get it from a guy who got it from Cabela's. And this has D2. This is not a 154 CM. This is D2. It's a coated blade, and you can tell this little baby doll's been carried. I think Frank says he's carried this. Yeah, probably needs a little touch up too. He's carried this for about 2 years. But I guess he hadn't really beat on it too hard for 2 years of, I mean, rotation in his EDC. But, you know, you've got the traction here all the way through, just like the yellow one. Same length of blade, under 3 inch, under 7 inch overall. Lanyard hole. Nice pocket clip. It's not a low profile carry, you know, so you can get it out of your pocket. It's a no nonsense hardware here with the Torxes. And you can see that this is fixed over here. So you know which way to open the knife if you want to. And of course you can go, you know, your pocket clip, it's tip up right hand or left hand. You can flip it over here. So there you go. I mean, a lot of people really like these because they're really light and easy to throw in your pocket. And they're just really, I mean, you can tell how easy that thing is to fold up and deploy. I mean, you can just, you know, with the axis lock if you want, or however you want to do it, it just falls right back in. Real easy. It's not quite so easy when you look at the G lock on the Ganzo. This is a little stiffer, you know, and of course this hasn't been around for 2 years, but yeah. I mean, it's a very similar type lock mechanism. Ganzo calls theirs the G lock. So, I mean, well, let's just do a little comparison. I mean, so this is, you know, kind of what I consider a standard size 3.5 inch blade EDCer. So you can tell this is a smaller knife. You know, as far as thickness goes, the blade stock is thicker. on the Ganzo, and but the handle width, really, when you get right down to it, I mean, these are contoured, so you know, at the top they're thinner than they are in the middle here, but you know, yeah, it's a little wider here, just a little bit. So interesting, and of course, this one might cost you a little bit more than that Ganzo. But in any case, I mean, Benchmade, you know, they're up in Oregon City now. They got like a facility they built, 114,000 square foot. And they started off, remember, way back, if you do remember, Balisong, and then Pacific Cutlery, and now Benchmade. Still got the butterfly, though. And yeah, long story, but California to Oregon. That's kind of how that migration worked. And it seems to have worked really well for them. I've dealt with them in their department where they do service and repair, because I had a Lone Wolf Paul Pullman type, you know, the Paul design, the push button on the in the lock. And he did those for Gerber too, but I had one and it wasn't right. But I sent it to him, even though, I mean, it was a Lone Wolf deal, but they bought Lone Wolf, you know, and they took on their stuff. So they fixed it right up for me, sent it right back, no charge, and they were really nice. The lady I talked to was very knowledgeable, very polite. So, I mean, you know, one thing you get when you buy American is you get that kind of backup service, especially with Benchmade. Really a good company. And yeah, made in the US of A. No joking around there. You know what I want, though? I want that grip, the G10 gray that came out, 20V steel. Yeah. Those things are like $178 at the cheapest, so. And I'm going for that. I don't know. I might have to go get that, if I can, get that Contigo again. The KnifeWorks exclusive with the blue and the black G10 M390 blade. That's really hard to say no to. I think I'd take that over the grip with the G10. So, in any case, have I dragged this out enough? Hold on, I gotta at least get a weight on this for you, or at least for me. So, 2.8, they're light. They're very EDCable, I guess. That's one thing you can say for them, and boy, they have a following. You know, you look on the knife forums and people just talking in general. You know, they really like this mini grip. God, I mean, it's such a popular knife. It's a real standard bearer for Benchmade. There you go, D2, 154 cm. I think you can get, I mean, other steels. Obviously, they got the newest one, the G10 one is, what, that 20V. But they've got other materials. You can go onto Benchmade's site, and you can custom make your knife. And I've gone on there. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I've gone on their site and custom made a knife like 3 or 4 times and then never bought it. You know, I just... I'd get on this kick. I want a grip, but I want it the way I want it, you know. I want this color scale. I want this shaped blade. I want, you know, whatever. I want this kind of steel. And you can choose all the different options, and they put it together for you. And I never followed through. You know, it was, I think the end product was around $200 or maybe 180. Maybe 210, I can't remember. By the time I got done, you know, and I wanted, you know, different kind of graphic stuff. They can do stuff on the blade. They can do all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's really a neat process. So if you didn't know about that, go check it out. I mean, at least you can go through the whole process and see how all the different configurations are. It's fun and it's great. You want a Tanto blade, you want drop point, you want serrated, part serrated, you want I mean, black, you want satin, you want, what colors, and all kinds of design stuff that they can do on the actual blade itself. So, amazing. In any case, yeah, I wanted to get a Benchmade on my channel because, and more will come in the future, but these are really cool. I know I've taken a lot of your time. Oh, we're coming up on 3,000 subs. This is March 10th of 2017. We're coming up on 3,000 subs, so we're going to have a giveaway when that hits. So stay tuned. You have to be a subscriber to be in the giveaway. Well, you can try and be in the giveaway, but if you win and you're not a sub, you don't win. So just subscribe because the subscribers obviously are who we're doing this giveaway for. We're celebrating subscribers. In any case, thank you so much for your time. The grips, yeah. Oh, by the way, Frank, he's selling some of these knives off. So if this is like so near there too after I've posted this, these are for sale. I've got a list of his knives I can send to you if you're interested. My email address is lovethemknives@gmail.com. I'll post that under these videos so you can contact me and I can shoot you a list of his knives that he wants to sell. I don't think I've even taken any pictures of them yet, but I have the list. Thank you so much. Take care. We love them knives, yes we do.